Hello, my name is Timothy Allen Alenko, and this is my Star Wars story. So my Star Wars story starts when I was 8 years old, and my dad said, "Hey, it's your birthday, we're going to watch a cool movie," and we watched A New Hope. And after that, every year on my birthday, we would watch the next movie, A New Hope, then we watched 5, 6, 1, 2, and then for my 13th birthday, we were going to watch Revenge of the Sith, and I had never seen a PG-13 rated movie at that point in my life before, so it was a pretty big deal. But about 2 weeks before my 13th birthday, I was at a sleepover and they were watching Revenge of the Sith, and so I watched it without my dad. I felt so guilty that I had to tell him like a couple days later, like, "Hey Dad, I watched Star Wars without you." After that, the only movie that we had of Star Wars in the house was The Phantom Menace, and so I watched that over and over and over again. And my dad had a really good sound system for our home theater, and the pod race scene was amazing, and the music. The Phantom Menace was just my favorite movie growing up. I loved The Phantom Menace. I still do. That's my second favorite behind Revenge of the Sith. And I knew there was a lot of politics going on in the story, but I didn't really understand what was going on. I kind of felt like the Nicolas Cage Spider-Man looking at the Rubik's Cube.
I don't understand it, but I will.
But beyond that, I didn't really look into Star Wars all that much more until I was in college and I was supposed to be studying. I popped onto YouTube and saw a Star Wars theory video talking about General Grievous and his backstory. Ended up watching his video and watching a bunch of other videos from different channels and stuff. And then before I knew it, the Starbucks I was studying at was closing down, and it was not a very productive studying time for me that day. I didn't know there was so much more to the Star Wars universe than just what we see in the movies. Recently, the thing that has kind of capped off my Star Wars story was the Clone Wars Season 7. And my wife watched that with me. That was the first new Star Wars we watched together, and she was just as into it as I was. I was explaining to her the backstory of a bunch of the characters, but it was something we were able to connect over and talk about the characters and the bigger Star Wars universe implications that it had in relation to the other movies and stuff. Then we watched Rebels. And now my daughter's into Star Wars. She loves seeing the fancy hat guy. She's convinced that this is her Uncle Mando. She calls this guy Yogurt. Now I'm able to share my love with Star Wars with my daughters, which is really cool. And so that, I guess, would cap it off. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Timothy Allen Alenko, and this has been my Star Wars story.